Game number 1 in a fresh best of 3. And let's screw it. I'm just gonna load in the game. Because I gotta change the text at the top anyways. Heart/Ryung.
Oh man, you know what I have to do? I have to go buy a PSP charger. Because someone ate the cable.
Did you just look at your cat like they're supposed to pick up on that? Like that was a cue, like, oh, you're talking to me? I feel really bad about it now that I know you're talking to me because I'm a cat and I totally understand people. Dude, you need to like get I don't know, some sort of like glass cage or something. You can just put all your wires in, like a cabinet or something.
I tried very hard to keep it secret. I don't know how he got to those cables. It was like in the bottom of like a bag, and he just got to it. I woke up and he was chewing on my camera cables over there, so I had to cover it with a pillow.
Dang, dude, my cat just chews on bags, and it's just annoying because it's loud. Plastic bags or whatever. Like. Anyways, well, good luck with your PSP chart. Dude, who uses a PSP anymore? I don't even know where mine is. It's like hiding in the corner of my room.
People who don't want to pay to upgrade just to play their old games again. I literally pay PSP to play Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and Xenogears.
I bought my PSP for Dissidia, and I thought it was a really fucking cool game, and then I never played my PSP ever again.
Yeah, I have Dissidia too, but I rarely play it.
Actually, I played Dissidia and Harvest Moon, and that was about it. Fuck, nice. I love Harvest Moon. That game was so sick. Alright guys, enough ADD talk. We're in game. It's the winner's match for the Rocketbeans Archon mode tournament. Spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map, it's gonna be the purple Archon, made up of TLO. Oh, it's TLO and Lambo, but I wrote Patience on the overlay because I'm a dummy. So, one sec while Zombie introduces the other folks.
Okay. In the top left as the red Archon, it's the Terrans, Heart, and Ryung.
Yeah, Team Axiom rocking and rolling here. I think they're the only actual team we've had in any of the Archon mode cups, right? Aside from Dead Pixels.
I guess so.
Because it's always been like this mix of like White Round Damaga or whoever else, Hero Marine and Lambo in the past. So okay, that's kind of interesting. Not a big deal, but the team synergy might just end up being a +1 on their side. Ragamuffin resubs, or sorry, Ragmuffin, pardon me. You Ragamuffin, for 3 months. Thanks for coming back. But openings for this matchup, I don't think it'll be too crazy. The big question for me is, you've got Ryung on the team. You've got the fact that mech is kind of good in general for Legacy the Void. Are we going to see mech or are we going to see bio? I feel like all signs point to mech.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna guess mech too. Oh, you really want to get a drone, huh? Okay, there you go.
There's that Reaper grenade. I was hoping to see this. Of course, you can't really use Reapers versus Protoss right now, so you don't get to see that grenade come out too much. But faster through CC. I really feel like in Heart of the Swarm right now, the Reaper has very limited damage it can do. But in Legacy of the Void, this grenade, it incredibly drastically increases the potential damage of a Reaper. So I feel like if you've got any players that have halfway decent control, and I'm not saying this because I love to do it, but seriously, anyone who's like halfway decent at the game, give them 2 Reapers while you macro behind it, and I feel the amount of damage they can deal will always be worth it.
Yeah. And people thought it was going to be broken. I thought it was going to be immediately changed too, and it's just
Yeah, Igas was trying desperately to force them to change by breaking 6 racks Reapers all day.
Yeah, but it's not really worked out that way.
It's always funny watching that little blast. So there's the knockback attached to it, and for those who are wondering how much damage it does, it's only about 10 damage or so, but 10 damage spread across multiple units adds up very quickly. You're gonna be able to pick off some of the creep tumors. Yeah, one of the other things too is they changed, I'm not sure if it's a bug or on purpose, but the Reaper grenades no longer trigger each other, so another reason to have more than one Reaper.
We have siege tank drops on the way.
Yeah, this I think is a really smart move because Purple Archon's played really greedy with that faster third. Now they did scout this, and that might be a part of why they're doing it. But a lot of Legacy of the Void builds just go straight to 2-base muta in anticipation of this. Once upon a time, Terran players had to choose. You can go Siege Tank drops, which are really good, but muta shut them down. But they would stop Ravager rushes and they'd be really good for counterattacking. Now there's only really the one option with the Ravager being neutered the way it was, and it's just Mutalisks. So I'm surprised to see this go down. But again, that third base played a huge influence as to why.
Yeah. So did he remade the Baneliness? Yeah, I guess so. Canceled, remade it. Oh well, not important for dealing with tank drops at least. Does want to get his queens over here and start targeting down the medevac.
Yeah, they're focused firing on the drones here too, by the way, not just normally you auto attack on top of the queens to get a couple of shots, but kills about 5 drones so far. 6, pardon me.
Not bad. It is going to be bio behind this. Engineering base, stim, barracks. It's all good.
I really want to see the ghost come out. Just see how bad versus good it is. Because we all joke, and even if that defense drone thing that they've made for the Ultra, not point defense drone, sorry, the whatever the armor reduction drone that they made for the Ultras, even if that's good, the path that they took with instilling that into the game was not. And that's why I really want to see if ghosts end up being effective or not. But one of the big things I guess to consider, for those who haven't been keeping up, once again, we're trying to keep the uneducated audience educated. Ultralisks have changed this matchup pretty heavily. Well, you're still going to see Mutalisks, Banelings, and Zerglings and all that good stuff. Once you get to Ultras, they're kind of badasses with +8 armor now.
I don't know if they changed it dramatically. They just made it a lot better.
I would say so, because with the nerf on the Marauders, combined with the buff to the Ultras, there's not a great answer to them anymore.
Oh, it seems to be the same answer is still the okay one, which is to get maybe siege tanks. If you're already getting siege tanks, continue making siege tanks and just try and mass bio versus it. Like, I really don't think we're gonna see ghosts. They're gonna try and they're gonna fail.
Maybe. I'm hopeful just because I want to see it for the sake of like testing, quote unquote.
Yeah, of course. Like, we'll see it to test it, but you have to get to that point first, and then to get people who are daring enough to try and get ghosts.
I really want to see a tech lab on the star point. I want to see that medevac upgrade at some point.
Well, that's gonna be taken away anyways, so I don't know how much it is to.
Yeah, they've already announced that they plan to change it, but still, it'd be cool to see. I mean,
I tried to get it for you every single time we played. We just won before I could get it.
We either won or we died. There was no like in between.
Nah, I didn't even try and get it when we were actually losing, because we were losing too hard.
Hmm. Well, we got the double drops coming down, and there's well, there's a Baneling nest. Where are the Banelings? It's all Lings.
Yeah, they haven't been made yet, so if they just clump together a little bit more, the Marines that is, they could have really taken quite a good fight. So they have to lift up.
I'd argue they still do, though. I mean, look at that resources lost for Purple Archon right now. That's kind of nasty.
Yeah, they still took
38
Lings.
Lings
Could have taken
have
a
died.
better one.
Tanks still kind of floating around. There are Mutalisks in play now, so the medevacs aren't quite so safe. There's also push, so Purple Archon's gonna have to really choose where it wants to take its battles.
Purple Archon down about 20 supply and just looking like they're being cornered, and they're losing just in the. I don't know. Everything's not going quite so well for them. They're barely defending. Their creep is getting cleaned up here, and their fourth is going to be under fire.
Oh, they don't even finish that medevac, by the way, full of Marines. The Mutalisks pull back way too early. He loses a couple of Mutalisks on this side of the field, too, and the Marines shoot the Mutalisks. There we go. Nope, goes to set the medevacs instead. Boosts to get out of there. Drop the main, though.
Harassment everywhere. The combat shield is finally done for the Marines, too, so it's take even better fights versus the Lings. 2-2 is faster for Zergs, but that's about it. Okay.
It was alive for so long, so much longer than it should have been at least.
Yeah. You know what's really nice to see? Red Archon is going for Widow Mines. They're not trying to make tanks work.
Thank you. Yeah, we always talk about this, but like it's never something we get to emphasize. There's been a lot of folks who've been perhaps a little... we sometimes talk about players who don't go Legacy the Void at all. They don't try any of the new units. But we've had people also try too hard. They try too hard with the Liberators. They try too hard with the tanks. But realistically, at the end of the day, sometimes a Widow Mine is all you need. And quite frankly, with this supply lead, it's looking like it's working out.
They don't even really need Widow Mines. There's been like one at every single push. Red Archon is just... They're rolling over Purple Archon, and Zerg really has to recover and get some breathing room here. But now that their fourth has been killed, they're already not looking so great. Their upgrades are about to finish. They'll have like a 30-second upgrade lead.
Ooh,
but
diving into the Mutas may have been a mistake. But the Widow Mine gets that shot off. This is one of those situations where Red Archon doesn't exactly have a death blow with this push, but still lots of damage done. And the big thing was they culled the Mutalisk count. How many have died through this? 11 so far. I mean, These are units that are really hard to shut down, even with Liberators, even with Thors. A drop was off of the main while this happens too. Is this the same drop from earlier? No, this one got killed. That one got killed. This is definitely a different one. Nice
I think this is the one that was at the third originally, so... Yeah, really nice control here. It does get cleaned up. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, it does get cleaned up.
I think we just got F2'd for a moment. There's what it looked like. But continue to push, continue to pressure. Red Archon, they don't have a crazy bank behind us. They don't have 100 units in supply, but you know their opponents don't have really any families to play with. It's been so hard to take any engagements.
Yeah. Yeah, they just constantly been on the back foot, where, you know, meanwhile, Red Archon, of course, all this action going on, and the macro players going up to a 4th base. I mean, everything is going really perfectly for the Terran.
Those Marauders are the folks firing the Banelings. Don't quite kill them. The Widowmines, ooh, kind of scumbag with the shots this time. Not really that great.
No. I'm getting some serious Legacy of the Void lag. It sucks.
Oh, you're getting battle netted is what's happening. What network spikes are you getting right now?
Oh, how do I check? I don't know.
Control-Alt-F. I'll show you in the top left.
30.
You're getting 30 network spikes for real?
Yeah.
Dude, that should never be more than like 4. You must be getting like 2 frames per second.
It's not really that bad. I'm surprised to see the number 2, but...
That's insane.
It is annoying.
Yeah, what's frustrating is, like, there's no reason for it, too. Either way, you don't have to deal with it much longer because Purple Archon is going to tap out, and Heart and Ryung will take game number 1. I'll say this much, though. I'm happy it happened to you and not me.